travel with me as I give you some tips on how you can pass your driving exams here in Germany. So passing driving, having driving license in Germany is not an easy thing. It's so difficult. So I just want to give you some tips that help me pass my driving exams. So here we are still in the city where we are approaching the highway. This is the last area before the highway. This is shopping area. So most of these kind of areas they are like closer to the highway. So we are still on the highway. In this area we are driving at 50 because the maximum here is 50 in the streets. Maximum is 50, and there are areas that is 20, some is 30, some is 10. So we are still in the street, this shopping area. So once you are driving, you take note of the light, because when you cross the light, when it's showing red, know that you have already failed at the exams. There are things they don't even bargain with you. And also, when you want to, like now we are approaching, we have to take left very soon to approach the highway. So we are on this part on the left. You have to indicate left that we want to go. Want to go to the left. You have to indicate because it's very very important. These are the things that can make you fail. So at this point we are approaching now the highway. This is the highway. This area they call it Beschleunigung. But this area, this particular one, this particular highway, is going straight. We don't need to change lane. We decided to change the lane because we wanted to go faster. The maximum in this area was 100. So you have to take note of that line that we saw there, those three arrows. Also, another thing you have to take note is the lines that you see, these lines, how you can know that you are entering the highway. These lines are different. That one that you have to enter the highway to know that that road where you are, it's ending in front. They call it that Beschleunigung place. They are fatter than these broken lines because they are all broken lines, but they are fatter. You enter into another way when you see this broken line. When you see the lines are together, they are not broken, you cannot cross. Even if you are driving now in the middle, you don't need to cross to the other side. You understand? So with this one, those are the things you know that okay, you are entering the highway. It is very very important. Those are the tips my teacher told me, that he showed me, that helped me. And because I was having problems with highway, and when you're entering highway, you need to look at the traffic, you look at the speed limit, because what I learned in the driving school is that when you're entering the highway, the minimum should be 70, maximum like 90 when you're entering, depending on the speed limit of that area. If it's like 60, make sure you are between 55 and that 60 to enter. You look this the traffic. If the traffic is so slow, you have to follow the way the traffic is in that area, and you have to make sure that you already enter the highway before the road comes to an end. Because if you approach where the road comes to an end, my guy, some teachers, in short, most of them immediately you have already failed that exams. So once you are driving, take note of the speed limits and make sure that you are always driving on the right. As a student, they always advise us drive on the right. And if you see a car that is driving so slow, so slowly be in front of you, and the car is, and there is a lot of space between you two, because they say the maximum you have to keep an Abstand, a distance of 50 meters, and you see that it's really slow and there is a long gap between you people, make sure you overhold. They say overholen. You overtake the person and go in front. And if you are overtaking, make sure you're on a higher speed more than the person, but don't cross the speed limit. Then on that same higher speed, you indicate again and you enter back in front. Then you continue. And also, when you want to leave the highway, make sure you take note. If the teacher is talking, hear what he's saying. When you say you have to leave at 300, you have to start indicating. And when you start indicating, you have to check your mirror. You do shutter blink. Then before, when it's 100, you see yourself, you see the lines are already broken. Them you see here, we're already leaving the highway. So that's how you take to leave the highway. At 300, you start indicating. You check your mirror. Before you start indicating, make sure you check your mirror. Then you are doing shutter blink at the same time, doing those things. Then you enter. This is all. Now we already left the highway. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye. I love you all.